Hi, I'm TEKEL. So, in the previous video, we stopped here after completing the different prerequisites to create Google Forms. Now we're actually going to create the Google form. So again, you log in Google, okay? Then you go to click on those nine dots here and you go to Drive. And this is Google Drive. When you click on it, you basically land here. I mean, not exactly in a folder. I created a folder in the drive in the Google Drive. Google Drive is just a kind of cloud space with a 50 gigabyte used for a free account. Okay, and then in there I created a folder Google Form tutorial, and this is where we're gonna work from. Now let's start with the creation of the form. We're gonna move over here to New, or yeah, New, and we move to Google Forms. Pretty obvious. Now you have three different options here. We can have a blank form, so completely empty with nothing in it. You can have a blank quiz. The quiz, what is the property of the quiz? When people are going to fill their answers, you can allocate some points to the answers. So it basically means that there's some right answer, there's some wrong answer. So you can use it if you're a teacher. Maybe you can use a quiz, but it's not a quiz we want to create here. We want to create a form, and you can go from a template. We might investigate this option later, but it basically means that you have some kind of form already. It might be a form or a quiz, and you want to take it and just modify it a little bit. Now, right now we're gonna use a completely blank form and build everything up from scratch. So we click on blank form. So this is how it looks. This is the second video of a series of videos about Google Forms. And in this one, we're going to focus on the different type of questions that are possible. Okay. So first, you can see here that you can give a name to your form. And here you add the questions. We're just going to focus on the different type of questions here. First, that's the only thing we're going to do here. So what can you do? You have the possibility here to choose the type of questions. It could be a multiple choice question. Let's try multiple choice question. So you ask a question like, um, what, what, um, what is 1 plus 1 or whatever? Okay, and you can give some options. Maybe it's 2. You can add another option. Yeah. Add another. Exactly. Um, maybe it's something is wrong here. I'm not able to write. I don't know why. Okay, we have a problem. What is happening? Yeah, now it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working, but yeah, now it is working. So let's go back. You just put your answers here, your propositions are maybe 2, or some people would say it's 3. Why not? Maybe it's 0. Okay, how does it look like? Let's just click away from the whole form. This is how it's gonna look like. What is 1 plus 1? And then you will have the possibility to choose between 2, 3, or 0, or whatever. Okay? So you could also ask, for example, in the case for the formula we saw in the first video, what is your profession? Like, are you a student? Are you a worker? Do you have something else? Is it like extra information or something else? Whatever, you can put it in there. So this is the case multiple choice question. On this toolbox here, you have the possibility to add a question. We're going to talk about the other options another time, in another video, not this one. Let's just add a question. Right now, we just want to investigate the different options we have when it comes to question asking. So I add a question, you see. This was the first one. Here's another block that you can also move. We're going to talk about the layout another time. Let's try another type of question. We tried multiple choice already. Let's try check boxes. So option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay, how does it look like? Let's click on this one, for example. This is how it's going to look like. And you will be able to check option 1, option 2, option 3. So this was check boxes. Now, let's try something else. What else do we have there? We have drop down. This is the example we had with different universities in the previous video. Which university are you in? And we can put option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5, option 6, option 7, option 8. Now, this is a bad question. What is your field of study is better? What's your field of study? And then we can put maybe electrical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, whatever. How is it going to look like? Okay, you don't exactly see it right now, but it's not gonna look like this. Let me reassure you, this is not how it's gonna look. It's gonna be like, what is your field of study? And then you will have the possibility to click on it, and then the list will open as we saw. But how exactly does the form look at the end? It's something we're gonna do another time. Right now, in this second video, I just want to show you the different type of questions. It was multiple choice question. This was check boxes. This is the drop down list. And then we're gonna add another question type. We have the possibility to upload files. Okay, files will be uploaded to the form owner's Google Drive. You have the possibility to allow the user to put a file. For example, upload your CV or whatever. Upload your CV, and now you can put some restriction on it, like allow only specific file types. You could activate it and say we're only gonna accept document, or we're only gonna accept PDF, or we're only gonna accept video, whatever. Just audio, just image. You can use those options. You have the possibility to set the maximum number of files that people can upload. You can have the possibility to set the maximum file size. 1 MB might be too small for a CV, depending on what's written in it. 10 MB will be okay. 100 will be too much. Okay, good. So that's like the second option. That's like a further option, not the second option. What else do we have? We have the possibility to put a linear scale. A linear scale, for example, from 1 to 5. I'm going to show you exactly how it looks like. So we're going to put on 1 like very bad, and on 5, we're going to say very good. I think you can guess already what I'm going to ask there. Describe your experience in this course. Okay, how is it gonna look like? Let me show you. Let's just click somewhere else. It's gonna be like, describe your experience in this course. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for very good, 1 for very bad, 3 is just in the middle. Okay, and people can just click on one answer or another. This is not the form in the state where you can actually click on options, but you can see already how it's gonna look like. Okay, good. Let's move forward. What else do we have? We have multiple choice grid, and we have checkboxes grid. A multiple choice grid and checkboxes grid are kind of like the same. We're gonna try both of them. You're gonna see. It's like the multiple choice question here, this one with the circles, and the one with the checkboxes with the squares. It's basically the same. So multiple choice grid, you're gonna choose different rows. You set the number of rows, and the number of columns. Right now we just have two columns. Also, if we just have one column this far, we can add a second one, we can add a third one, we can add a fourth one. So right now we're gonna have like 4 columns and 3 rows. Let's click on something else and see how it looks like. 3 rows, 4 columns. Okay, and you have there the possibility to click on those circles, and you can give names to those rows. It shouldn't be called column 1. You can call it whatever you want. Let's keep moving forward and try directly this alternative checkboxes. Let's just put like there are 2 rows and 2 columns. How is it gonna look like? 2 rows and 2 columns. And you can check the boxes. Good. Moving forward, what else do we have? We have the possibility to put the date. You've seen it in the previous form, in the first video, like putting your birth date, for example. What is your birth date? That's for the date. And then people will have the possibility to click on this icon and a calendar will open and will choose the date. Now, the time. Maybe what time would you suggest for the next session? Or when do you want me to upload the next video? Next time, next session, I meant. Okay, it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna click and put the time. Now let's try. We have 1 or 2 further options left. Multiple choice. We had multiple choice already. We had all of this. Short answer, like what is your name or what is your first name? First name. Short answer. A short answer is limited in the number of characters you can put in. I don't know exactly what's the limit, but it's pretty short. Let's say something like 1 line. So for a name or for a surname, just 1, not 2. And the last possibility here is a paragraph. Like, do you have any suggestion or recommendations or explain your situation? Oh, and then the person filling the form can type a lot of answer in there. Okay, so those are the different possibilities. Those are the different options you have in your formula. What is the multiple choice question, the check boxes, the drop down list, the possibility to upload files, the possibility to create a linear scale, possibility to add some multiple choice grid. Here, multiple choice checkboxes grid, basically add dates, time, short answer, long answer. Okay, so this is it. In the next part, no, I'm not gonna spoil you, but there are other videos coming where we're gonna look at other aspects here of the Google form creation. But this is the main part of it, I would say. Here you can really create your form already, at least your questions already, and add different, ask the question, add titles and stuff, and define. You can define if you want the question to be mandatory. If you activate this question is going to be mandatory. That means the person filling the form cannot submit his or her answers without answering this question. And you know those questions with a red asterisk because they're mandatory questions. Yeah, questions you need to give answers to. This is how you do it here. Okay. Another thing you can put on a specific question is, you can delete it if you want. You can copy it if you want to reproduce a multiple choice question. Let's say I want to reproduce this box. I can just copy it and I can add some images to it. I can add images to the box, but let's not talk about it right now. This was the main part of this video, showing you the different type of questions we can have here. And I think we've reached that objective. So see you next time.